Have you noticed it yet? The terrifying, silent pattern that is quietly destroying your peace from the inside out? The harder you grip onto something, the faster it crumbles into dust. You are holding on so tightly that your knuckles are turning white. You are exhausted. You are running on empty. You are mentally drained before the day even begins. You are desperately trying to control the uncontrollable. A relationship that is slipping away like water through your trembling fingers. A career milestone that keeps moving further out of reach. A specific dream that is slowly, agonizingly turning into a nightmare of constant anxiety. And you think, if I just try harder, if I just say the right words at the exact right time, if I just fix my flaws, maybe they will stay. Maybe the situation will finally work out. Maybe I can force the broken pieces to fit together. But it doesn't work. It never works. Instead, the ground shakes violently. The walls close in around you. You are standing in the middle of a violent, unpredictable storm, trying to catch the heavy rain with your bare hands. You are holding on to sharp shards of broken glass, squeezing them tighter and tighter, and you are wondering why your hands are bleeding. Every single time you reach out in desperation, you grasp nothing but cold, empty air. You believe that your anxiety is a form of protection. You secretly think that if you worry enough, if you obsess over every detail enough, you can somehow prevent the bad things from happening. But worry has never stopped a single storm. It only stops you from finding shelter. You lie awake at night staring at the ceiling, feeling a crushing physical weight sitting directly on your chest. You check your phone 100 times, waiting for a sign, a message, a validation. You replay conversations in your head, analyzing every pause, every word, every subtle shift in their tone. Your mind is a brutal, unforgiving battlefield of what-ifs and if-onlys. You look up at the heavy, dark sky and you scream in the silence of your room. Why is this happening to me? God, why are you letting everything fall apart when I am trying so incredibly hard to keep it all together? Why are you ignoring my desperate prayers? You feel like you are completely failing. You feel like you are entirely losing the grip on your own life. You feel a deep, suffocating panic taking over your lungs. But listen to me. Listen to me right now and let this profound truth pierce directly through your thick fog of anxiety. This panic, this exhausting, never-ending fear of loss, it is not your destiny. You are not losing your life. You are simply being forced to let go of an illusion that was secretly destroying you.
You need to understand a brutal but absolutely necessary spiritual law. God is not withholding this from you to punish you. God is not torturing you by keeping this person or this specific opportunity out of your desperate reach. He is withholding it because you have made it your God. Yes, you heard me correctly. We think of idolatry as bowing down to golden statues and ancient dusty temples, but modern idolatry is much more subtle, and it is infinitely more dangerous to your soul. Idolatry is when you need a specific outcome or a specific human being more than you need the Creator. An idol is anything that you look at and subconsciously say, if I lose this, I am nothing. It is anything that holds your emotional stability hostage. You have attached your entire sense of self-worth, your core identity, and your internal peace to something that was completely outside of your control. That person, that job title, that external validation, it became your savior. And in doing so, it became a toxic archetype in your life. It started draining your light. It started dictating your mood. It started controlling your joy. You willingly handed over the keys to your emotional kingdom to an unpredictable external force. You placed a fragile, flawed human being or a temporary worldly achievement on a massive pedestal that was only meant for the divine. And now, by the absolute grace of God, that pedestal is violently shaking. It is being torn down. You think this painful isolation, this terrifying loss of control is a curse. It is not. What you are experiencing right now is a brutal, flawless rescue mission. This is your wilderness season. It is a divine surgical intervention meant to save your future. In the wilderness, the heavy noise of the world stops. In the wilderness, you cannot rely on your charm, your money, your looks, or your frantic efforts to manipulate the outcome. God is forcibly breaking your grip because what you are holding on to is a poisonous anchor. If He let you keep it, if He gave you exactly what you were begging for, you would eventually drown in it. You are going through an aggressive, absolutely necessary spiritual detox. You are being starved of the toxic validation you desperately craved so that you can finally discover the unshakable, unbreakable foundation of strength that already exists inside you. You must be entirely emptied before you can be filled with what is real.
Now, breathe. Stop fighting the current. Stop wrestling with the wind. Look at the horizon. Let the frantic, painful chaos of your mind dissolve into the absolute, monumental silence of this exact moment. Here is the ultimate spiritual revelation, the profound secret of the Stoic believer. Listen closely. If you want to keep your life, you must open your hands. You must master the spiritual art of letting go. We mistakenly believe that surrender is a sign of weakness. We think letting go means we have given up, that we have failed, that we have lost the battle and the enemy has finally won. But true surrender is the absolute highest form of spiritual power. When you finally uncurl your stiff fingers, when you release your desperate, suffocating grip on the outcome, you are not admitting defeat. You are declaring absolute radical trust in the grand, flawless architecture of your destiny. Think about the sheer arrogance of anxiety. Anxiety is the subconscious belief that if you do not personally manage every single detail of your life, the universe will completely collapse. But you do not keep the planets in orbit. You do not tell the sun to rise in the morning. You do not command the massive oceans to stay within their borders. So why do you think you need to force this relationship to work? Why do you think you need to manipulate this career path? You are terrified that if you let go, it will all fall apart. But what if it needs to fall apart so it can be rebuilt correctly? A clenched fist cannot receive a blessing. If you are holding on to the past with a death grip, how can the Creator hand you the magnificent future He has prepared for you? What is meant for you will never, ever require you to beg. What is divinely assigned to your life will never require you to sacrifice your deep peace, your inherent dignity, or your sanity. You do not have to perform for it. You do not have to abandon your core values to keep it. If you have to force it, it is not yours. It never was. This painful exit you are experiencing, this closed door that you have been desperately banging your fists against, is not a rejection. It is the ultimate redirection, a divine pivot. God is clearing the stage. He is moving the wrong pieces off the board so that the right ones can finally take their designated place. But He cannot put the right thing in your hand if your fist is clenched tight around the wrong thing. He cannot give you the vast ocean if you are refusing to let go of a broken glass of dirty water. It is time to return to your center. It is time to take all of that massive, beautiful, vibrant energy you have been pouring into a black hole and quietly call it back into your own soul. Call back your fragments. The energy you spent obsessing over their opinion, call it back. The energy you spent trying to force that door open, call it back. You are not a beggar in the kingdom of your own destiny. Let them go. Let the job go. Let the heavy expectation go. Let the timeline you meticulously created in your head completely dissolve into the wind.
Stop running after things that are actively running away from you. You are a carrier of light. You are carrying a massive divine calling. You do not chase. You attract. When you finally release the desperate burning need to control everything, a profound, unbreakable peace will wash over your entire being. You will realize that your ultimate security does not come from their text message. Your core value does not come from that corporate promotion. Your worth is not determined by who chooses to stay and who chooses to leave. Your power comes from the absolute, unwavering certainty that you are guided, protected, and deeply loved by the Creator. When you step back, open your hands, and let the universe do its work, miracles begin to happen. Often, the very thing you were desperately chasing will naturally align with you once you remove the heavy, suffocating energy of desperation, or something infinitely better, something you couldn't even begin to imagine with your limited human mind, will quietly walk through the door you just left open. You survived the panic. You navigated the harsh, lonely winds of the wilderness season without losing your faith. And now you are standing still. You are grounded. You are immovable. The heavy armor of anxiety falls away, replaced by the glowing golden robes of absolute trust. You have mastered the art of detachment. You are no longer a prisoner to your own desires. You are exactly where you are supposed to be. If this message brought peace to your soul today, if you felt the heavy, crushing weight of anxiety lifting off your chest, subscribe to the channel. Share this video with someone who is secretly drowning in their own desperate need for control. Let them know they can finally stop running. Let them know they can finally rest. Leave a comment below declaring your freedom. Type, "I surrender control." Keep your eyes on the light. Stand tall. Open your hands. Your greatest chapter is just beginning.